we faced certain problems about the internet and lights. So that's why we'll repeat the same problem. So problems on blackboards, there are six operations. So just you can go through this problem. Six operations are there. So six operations, observed times. That is actually noted by our this stopwatch. Performs rating in percentage. It is given in the respective observed times. After this, we have calculated normal times or basic times. So right hand side, normal or basic times, this is equal to observed times into performance rating in percentage. So reading number one, our observed time is 2 and performance rating is 80. So 2 into 80 divided by 100, that is equal to 1.6. This is the normal times for first reading. Similarly, you can calculate the normal times for second reading. Observed times 3.2 into performance rating 85 divided by 100, and last answer, that is 2.72. This is the normal or basic times for uh, element number 2. Similarly, element number 3, observed times 2.8 into 90% performance rating. So 2.8 into 90 divided by 100, this is equal to 2.52. Similarly for fourth reading, similarly for fifth reading, and last, that is the sixth, 8.3 into 90 divided by 100, normal or basic time, that is 7.47. So all these six normal times or basic times you can write in this column. So all these reading, you can write here. So after that, make addition of normal or basic times. So total times, that is the 22.45. This is the normal or basic time. This is the normal or basic time. Normals or basic time. So first you have to calculate normal or basic times, and then you can go for standard times calculations. So standard times, what actually we require, standard time, this is equal to normal or basic time plus allowances. So here I will write standard time, standard time, this is equal to normal or basic time, normal or basic time plus allowance. So first, anyhow, you have to calculate normal times or basic time. After that, in that you have to add the allowance. So related to this problems, they have given personal allowance 10% and contingency allowance 5%. So here personal allowance 10% and contingency allowance, they have given 5% of basic times. So personal allowance 10% of basic and contingency allowance So in this problem, they have given two types of allowance. That is the personal allowance, 10% of basic time, and contingency allowance, that is the 5% of basic time. So first we have to calculate personal allowance. Personal allowance. How to calculate personal allowance? So here's uh, as per the personal allowance, you can add here both allowance. So here first personal allowance which is equal to basic time into this 10%. This is the basic time. So how much basic time is there? 22.44. So 22.45 into 10 into 100. So this is equal to 0.245. This is the personal allowance. Second, contingency. Contingency allowance C. This is equal to basic time into this 5%. Basic time 22.45 into 100. So we calculate this contingency allowance for this. So as per my answer, that is the 1.122. So here's the 1.222. Okay. So this is the round. I have made the round for that personal allowance and contingency allowance. These two allowance you have to add in the basic or normal times. So standard time is equal to. So here this is the normal or basic time. Here 2.45 plus this 2.25 plus 1. So like this way, normal or basic time plus two types of allowance. So total answers I have got, that is the 25.81. So here's 25.81 standard time of this all operations. So this is the standard times for this all operation. Why these standard times we required? Because depends upon these times we can give the salary to the workers. Cost estimation purpose, this time is very important. If standard time is not there, so what will happen? There is no judgments about the payment systems to the workers, how much amount will give to the payment, ultimately how to go for break even analysis, profit, cost estimation purpose. So within the particular time, the job need to complete. Then and then it is possible to get the profit or the delivery date or to achieve the break even point. These are the further importance of the standard time. So every industry, there is a need to calculate the standard times for given job. Suppose one job is given to you, how much time is required to complete these jobs? Okay, so many operations are there: turning operation, broaching operation, facing operation. Each operation you have to observe the times. First you can calculate the observed time, and performance rating depends upon the experienced person, then skilled person. Assume that there is 100% performance, and if it is not there, you can consider there 80-90%. Okay, and after this you can calculate the normal or basic time, and in that you can add your personal allowance. personal allowance always be in percentage of basic time. And after that, you can add the contingency allowance. Contingency allowance means in the working conditions, unexpected thing will happen. For example, powers may get off. This is not in our hand. So this is the contingency allowance. So 5% contingency allowance, it is actually in percentage of basic time. So first you calculate the contingency allowance in percentage of basic time, the personal allowance in percentage of basic time. These two allowance you have to add once again in normal or basic time, you will get the standard time. So this is the standard times calculation procedure. Okay. Now we'll take one more problems and after that we'll go to the work sampling. Up to here it is clear. Anybody having any problems you can ask. Any doubt is there regarding standard times calculation, because this is the part of the industry everywhere. We need to calculate the standard times because on this basis the payment systems, wages systems, salary systems in industry will be allocated. So this is a very important, and from your gate point of view, this is also very important. So once again, so just I will repeat this. First of all, you have to calculate normal or basic time. How to calculate normal or basic time? You observe times into performance rating in percentage. You will get normal or basic times. In this normal or basic times, you can add allowance, maybe personal allowance or contingency allowance. So that is in percentage of basic or normal times. And then once you calculate the personal allowance and contingency allowance in percentage of basic time, then you can add once again this personal and the calculated contingency allowance in the your basic times. Okay, so this is about the normal times calculation, and the ultimately standard times calculation is there. Okay, now we go to the next problem. So one broaching operation is there. So we have to calculate the standard times for broaching operations. So this is the broaching operations. Seven elements are there. First element, that is the locate the pilot end of the broach, engage broach into pulling head. So first of all, setting up broach. Broach setting, how much observed time is there? 0.15 minutes. Rating is 80, allowance is 30. After that, start the machine. So that observed times and rating it is given. Broach, broaching will start. After broaching, part will keep aside. Clean the broach. Return to next unit means new part we have to get it engaged. And after that, disengage the broach. So like these seven elements are there. We have to calculate the standard times for this. And for these problems, contingency allowance it is given, contingency allowance is given 3%. So contingency allowance it is given 3%. So we have to calculate the standard times for this. So first of all, we have to calculate the normal times. How to calculate normal times? After times rating and plus the allowance. So you can see the last column. So 30% allowance. This is the personal or relaxation allowance. So it is the commons to all. Just like our previous problems, you can take 30% allowance. Okay, to all, and contingency allowance is 3%. So instead of the last, we can make the common 30% for all these. So this is the common. So we can go here and here we can say the normal time or basic time. Because our personal allowance is 30%. So here the observed time will be the rating. So observed time, the first rating 0.15 into 80 divided by 100. So you calculate this. How much this? So here is 0.12. So normal time, that is the 0.12. Similarly for here 0.05 into 80 divided by how much? 0.04. So here 0.04. Similarly for this. Similarly here. So here fourth reading, how much? 0.044. 0.044. And next, fifth element, 0.10. Calculate for fifth reading normal or basic times. Normal or basic times. This is the 0.112. Similarly, for this 0.05 100 divided by 100, here 0.05, here 0.10. How much last reading? How much that's 0.08. 0.08. So like this, you can calculate the normal times for each element, normal times for each element. Then relaxation allowance, then relaxation allowance or this personal allowance you have to add. You can add all this total also. You can add, make the total of this, whatever the answer will be there, that is the total of this. After this, whatever total you will get here, so same you can make the contingency allowance. If, suppose how much here, anybody can make the addition of this all. How much the answer of normal times? How much the answer of normal times totally? You can add 0.112, 0.04, 0.50, 0.044, 0.112, 0.05, 0.08. You can add this. How much the answer? Hello? What is the answer of total normal times or basic times? Just make the addition of this. Tell me the answer of this. Hello? Normal times or basic times total. How much total? Hello? So anybody can tell me what is the total normal or basic time? 7 reading, 7 elements, normal or basic times you have to add. What is the answer? Hello? 0.954. So 0.954. Okay, this is the answer. Now we can calculate the personal allowance and after this contingency allowance. So this is actually our total. Total. So here personal allowance is equal to 0.954 into 40 divided by 100. Answer. Then contingency allowance 0.954 into 3 divided by 100. So what is the personal allowance and what is the contingency allowance? Calculate. What is the personal allowance and what is the contingency allowance on the total basic time? On top of the blackboards, I have written a personal allowance PA that is equal to 0.954 into 30 divided by hundreds, 30%. And contingency allowance, that is 3%. You tell me the answer. 0.954 into 13 divided by hundreds. How much answer? Tell me the answer for personal allowance. At the top of the blackboards, I have written that is 0.12. So here 0.12. And what is the contingency allowance? What is the contingency allowance? Contingency allowance 0.028. Here contingency allowance 0.028. Okay. Now standard time. We have to calculate standard time. We have to calculate standard time. Standard time, this is equal to 0.954 plus this 0.112 plus 0.028. How much? Calculate standard times. This is equal to total normal times or basic times, that is 0.954. So here is 1.102 like this way. So this is the answer for calculation for. So within 1 minute, we can broach that component. If the time is required more than this, there is a problem. So ask that the workers or the supervisors, there is a problems in the broach. Actually, standard times, it is like this way. Anyhow, you have to complete your jobs within this standard time. If it will go above, there is a problems to industry. Maybe delivery date will get late, or sometimes the profit will be less. They will not going to achieve the break even points, and there is a ultimately loss of that industry. So everywhere there is a need for calculation of the standard time for given element. Okay. So after this, we'll go for next part to the work sampling. But before that, anybody having any doubt related to calculation of standard time? Numerical problems might be there in your exam. It is very simple. Anybody having any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, I will proceed to next article, second last article of the chapters, work sampling. Anybody having any problems? Or shall I repeat this thing? Or shall I take one more problem? Hello? Have you got the concept of standard times calculation? Because this is the need of every industry while doing the job. Anybody having any problems? Or shall I proceed? Or shall I repeat? Just give me the message. Hello? Anybody having any problems? Shall I proceed? Next article. Okay, thank you. So our next article, that is the work sampling. So work sampling, this is the statistical part. Whenever mass production is there, it is not possible to check each and every job, but we can take certain samples on basis of that samples, we can make the result of that. This is the work sampling, work measurements. The work sampling is the one of the technique in which large number of observations are taken, in which whether machine or man is working or not working. This thing will going to study under the work sampling. So work sampling, when we can use this technique, whenever mass production is there, then we can take certain samples, and on that samples we can take the result, whether machine or man, they are in the working conditions or they are in the idle conditions. Here the ratio of the delay time and working time to the total times of activity, this is done by random observations. So here's work sampling observations actually we required. So first I will write here definitions, and after this uh, we'll go for the certain numerical problems based upon the work sampling, and after that the last part of the our the syllabus. The work sampling is the technique in which large number of observations taken, in which whether machine or man is working or not working is studied. So here, large number of applications is one of the techniques where taken large number of observations. And what are we going to study here? Machine working and working. So how many times machine is ideal? How many times that man is ideal? Like this theory is there. So here's I will write one standard formula as per statistic. So here, yeah. So as per statistic in the work sampling, uh, we will take number of observation. Means mass production is there, continuous production is there. So how much samples we will take? So that we can decide on basis of this statistical formula. It has been proved. But in our syllabus, you can take this direct formula. So N, it is nothing but number of observation. P, that is the activity. That is the this activity always be in percentage. C is the confidence levels, and A is the limit of accuracy. So here I will write the meaning of the N is the number of observations. P, this is the activity percentage. And C is the confidence level. A is the limit of. So these are the meaning of each letter. N is the number of observation, P is the activity in percentage, confidence level, A is the limit of accuracy. Now it is common practice to use. the confidence levels 95% for which above formula we can get reduced to. If you use the 95% confidence levels, then above formula, if we use level, in case, now this is the statistical relation. Left hand side, one formula is given, that is n. This is equal to c square in bracket 1 minus p divided by a square p. N is the number of observation, P is the activity, C is the competency levels, A is the limit of accuracy. Now, in this case, if we are using 95% competency level, then above formula, it can be modified. It can be modified. N, this is equal to 4 in bracket 1 minus P, A square P. Now, this statistical formula, it has been modified related to our syllabus. We can take this directly a formula. And on these two formula, we are going to solve the numerical questions. But before this, what is actually need of work sampling? So already I have discussed what is actually work sampling. This is one of the technique in which large number of observation are taken. So work sampling, it is one of the work measurement technique in which large number of observation has been taken, and from this we can justify whether machine or man how many times remain in working condition, how many times that person will remain idle. So this thing you will get through the this work sampling. And when we can use this technique, we can make use of this technique whenever mass production is there, whenever continuous production is there, we can use the work sampling. Here, you have to remember the work sampling, it is the type of work measurement used for mass production, and we can justify any machine or any man how many times that machine or man will remain idle, will remain in working condition, because idle time, this is the loss of that industry. And if the any man is remain idle for number of times, then we will take the decision. Any machines remain idle number of times, then we will take the decision. So for this purpose, we require this work sampling. Now, what is the need of work sampling? The need for work sampling, need for work sampling, first to know about productive and non-productive in Pacific area. Yeah. Productive Pacific area. So already I have discussed that ideals are working. This is actually productive or non-productive. Now through the work sampling, first things we will get, or first advantages of work sampling, to know about the productive or non-productivity in specific area. So in industry, so many areas are there: heat treatment area, machine shop area, forging area, forming area, welding section, like this. In which area the productive and non-productive uh, time is there in specific area? Welding shop, more productivity; press shop, less productivity. So like this, we are going to justify to the work sampling. Then next, a need for work sampling where time study is not possible. So here, uh, so in time study, we have seen that we require stopwatch, correct? Maybe digitals or the two types of stopwatch are there. Flyback, cumulative stopwatch is there. Digital stopwatch is there. So with help of this, we can measure the work. But this work sampling we can use where this time study is not possible, and where it is not possible in mass production, it is not possible. The time study, it is not possible in continuous or mass production. Under such situation, we can make use of the work sampling. So second advantages or second need of work sampling, we can use this work sampling where the time study is not possible. Now third, estimate the percentage utilization of machine, cranes, trucks. Estimate percentage utilization of machine, then crane, trucks. Estimation of work. Percentage utilization. Utilization of percentage of machine, man, truck, crane, or any other devices. How many times we can use that machine, truck, etc. in percentage, and depends upon that, we will send this decisions or these timings to the upper level, and then they will going to take how many times the truck is required. If the frequency of truck is more, so instead of truck, we can fit their conveyors. Correct. So lifting a number of time is there. So we can feed their crane. So this is actually required for decision making. Percentage utilization of man, machine, truck, crane, etc. For this purpose, we can use the work sampling. Estimate the percentage of idle times of man in group activities. So group activity, yeah, group activity. Group activity, any work is there. For examples, making the assembly of the IC engine. Here is the group activity. So here estimate the idle times or how many persons remain, how many times ideal through this group activity. It is actually need to take up, because in groups will not going to uh, justify normally who is in working or who is not in working. It is very difficult to justify in group who is working very hard with his own 100% efficiency, who is not working. It is difficult to justify, but by using this work sampling, we can justify the how many times that mans will remain idle. Then next, need of number of observation for long cycle time. Since here, how many observations we can take? Number of observations. So continuous production is there, mass production is there. Then how many samples, how many observations we going to take? So this we can get through this work sampling. So this is the six advantages. And six, it is necessary to observe all the machine in specific area and record when and why any of the machines were stopped. We have to find the any machines or device, etc. How many times that machine is remain idle, or is there need of that machine, or we can replace that machine, or we can take out this machine. Means any machine, if it is not in working, we can keep aside, or sometimes we can make the observations on the all machine, and recording has been made, and how many machines are stopped due to the maintenance, due to the any other work. This thing will get to the work sampling. So once again, I will uh, tell the need of work sampling. First, to know about productivity and non-productivity in specific area. Need of work sampling where the time study is not possible. Third, estimate the percentage utilization of machine, crane or trucks. Estimate the percentage idle times of man in group activity. Need of number of observation for long cycle time. And last one, it is necessary to observe all machine in specific area and to record when and why any of the machines were stopped. These are reasons we're going to find out. So for this purpose, we require the work sampling. Now, what are the disadvantages of work sampling? So after these disadvantages, so we're going to go for procedures for work sampling, and then we go for numerical problem. So here's six advantages are there for work sampling. Then we go for disadvantages. Disadvantages. Disadvantages not useful for single man or machine. So this is the first. We cannot use for single machine or man. Not for one machine or man. Not for, this is the use for mass production, not for one machines or one man. Operator may change its working pattern at the time of observation. This is the Indian psychology. When observation is going on at that time, so the peoples are working. Once observation is over, they will remain idle. So this is the Indian psychology. The second disadvantage is operator may change his working pattern. Operator, operator may change his working pattern. At time of observation. So number of times this thing will be happens when we are observing at that time the peoples are in working. Once we move from that place, the person will not move. So under this condition, we cannot use this work sampling. Management cannot understand statistical the work standard technique. So this is based upon statistics. The management sometimes may not understand the concept of the statistic. This is the problem of work sampling. Result is depends upon sampling size. So third, there is the problems of management. So there's management problem. may not understand the statistic technique. Both result is depends upon work sampling. So work sampling size. Your size is there. So less size is there. Result may not be accurate. So like this, disadvantages of the work samplings are there. So here's today we have gone through this about the work sampling. Before that, we have solved the two problems of standard time calculation. After this work sampling, it is the work measurement technique used for whether man or machines, how many times it is that machines or mans will remain ideal. Then some statistic techniques we can use for making the number of observation. So one of the technique, the givens on the blackboard, n that is equal to c square 1 minus p a square and p. N is number of observation, p is the activity in percentage, confidence level and limit of accuracy. So this is the limit of accuracy, confidence level based upon statistic. So if 95% confidence level is there, same formula we can modify n that is equal to 4 in bracket 1 minus p a square p. So we'll solve numerical problem on these two statistical formula. After this, we have gone through the need for work sampling. So first need to work about productivity, non-productivity in specific area. We can use this work sampling where time study is not possible. Through the work study, we can get the percentage utilization of machine, man and trucks. Group activity in that how many times the particular man is that we can get through this work sampling. Number of observations, how many observations we can take for long cycle time in mass production. This is the advantages, disadvantages, not for single man or machine. Operator may change their patterns in the working. Management sometimes not understand the specific statistic used in this, and result is depends upon work sampling size. So up to here we have completed. Next lecture remaining parts, but afternoon's practical is there. So we'll go for next practical exercise number or assignment number 2 in the afternoon's lectures. Okay. So our time is over. Thank you once again to all of you. We'll stop here.